Welcome to our today's session, a session on 4 C's of parenting. I know we have been moving together for a long time, and there's one thing that we have said as parents, that every house should have rules, should have regulations. It does not matter whether you're dealing with teenagers or you're still dealing with these children who are still in their early adulthood and they're still living in their house. Because every time we want the good for our children. And that is why we keep telling them about the do's and the don'ts. And with those rules and the regulations that we have in the house, they would guide these children so that every time they are doing what is right. It is why in this session, I'm saying that parents should use the 4 C's. Every parent should be able to use the 4 C's whenever they are bringing up their children, be it teenagers or children who are in their early adulthood. So what we are saying, the first thing is you should have those rules. These children should be able to understand what it means by every rule that you have in your house. And the example that I'm giving here is the time of getting into the house. We know that some of these children who stay in Nairobi, they could be caught up by jam. So as parents, you should be able to tell them that the time they should get into that house should be around 9. We know that around 9:30, at least that is the safest time to get home. Making a good choice for these children is the first C, whereby we say, this is what you should do. And then these children choose what is best for themselves. And they should know whatever they are doing should be good for them and also not put you in a situation where you feel that your heart is pained. And whenever you do that, ensure that the two of you as parents, if that house has the two parents, you are consistent on the way you enforce some of those rules. So that if you say, the time you get into this house is 9:30 as a mother, as a father, it should be the same thing. And ensure there is that consistency, that it is every day, it is that time, if you have gone to these places. Also inform them that if they don't adhere to what you have said, in this example, we are giving the time of coming home. If they are not coming home at the right time, they should know that there is a consequence of not adhering to that rule that you have set. And the way you can punish these children, we know they are in their early adulthood, or some of them are teenagers. We know some of them are even taller than us. They are even stronger. So you cannot say that you're going to use force or beating them. So one of the things that you can do to punish these children is to withdraw some of the privileges that you have given them. Whenever you are punishing them or withdrawing some of these privileges that we are talking about, ensure you're doing it with love. Don't show hatred whenever you're doing that. Because we have been saying, show friendship to these children. And whenever you show that friendship to these children, they will always come closer to you as parents. And by that, they will always feel that they are hurting you whenever they are doing anything wrong. So as a wind up, I want to say that as parents, it's always good to use the 4 C's whenever you're bringing up your children. And these 4 C's are telling children about the choices that they make in their life. They should make the best choice, because if they make the wrong choice, it can work against them. The other thing as parents is be consistent. Anytime you're telling your children anything, let it be what you are saying every time. It should be consistent. And the two of you should use the same voice, or all of you should use the same voice in that home. Let these children know that whenever they do wrong, they will be punished. There is a consequence. And some of these consequences are punishments that you give to these children whenever they do something wrong. And whenever you're giving punishments, because that is a consequence, which is a seed that we're also talking about. Whenever you're punishing these children, that is a consequence, which is also another C that we are talking about in this house. Make sure you do it with love. Show compassion, the fourth C that we are talking about. That is all for today. Remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thumbs up.